What's up with it, man? We here for episode 22 of Smoking and Rapping, man. I got a motherfucking legend, man. Jay Stalin.
Smoking and rapping, you little whores.
We finna talk some shit, man. Talk about his rap career, you feel me? His story, he got his barbershop, he got a couple of things, you feel me? First thing I wanted to get into, bro.
Cam, I got a song in there.
When did you originally first get into the rap game?
So, I always was a fan, bro. I swear to God, bro, I have never met another bigger fan than music than me. Just straight on fan shit. Like, no rapping, not an artist. I've never met a bigger fan of music than me. Like, how I love music, I have never met another person that love it that much as a fan. I've met people that love it that much as an artist. Like, I love music more as a fan than I love it as an artist.
Yeah.
And it's hard to, like.
You'd rather sit there and listen to
I don't record every day, but I listen every day. And I listen to everything, like, cause like, when I say I'm a fan of music, like, I love Nickelback. I love Chad Kroger. I love that. Like, I'll pay whatever to go see them. Like, I love Prince. Like, nigga, I got the symbol tattooed on me. Like, I love music. Name another gangster rapper that got Prince tattooed. Like, that's why I love Pac so much. Pac was like, I just want to hang out with Prince one day, cause he loved women like I love women. You feel me? Like, when you meet motherfuckers who that, you feel me? Like, that's why I like hanging with people. That's why I like fans. Cause I'm a fan. That's why I would rather hang with a fan and talk music than hang with a rapper and talk money. They just want money. Rappers want money. I want music. I want to make great music, and if the money come with it, that's fine.
So when you first got in the industry, basically you got into because you had to be like fucking a teenager, right? When you first
sure.
well, obviously teenager, but like a young teenager.
DJ Durrell, have you ever did a Durrell? DJ Durrell produced Keep Your Head Up for Tupac.
Okay.
And he was signed to No Limit after the Tupac shit. He did hella shit. That first album Snoop did on No Limit, he did hella shit on there. But him and my older brother that passed away, Lamar, him and Lamar was best friends. So I had caught a dope case when I was 16. And, you know, you on probation, curfew, because you a minor, so they give you curfew, probation, all the shit. So my PO would only let me go to the library. So then I met Durrell. I mean, not met Durrell, I seen Durrell one day. And I was always, you know, trying to rap. So I just seen him one day on 26th and Market at the liquor store outside at lunchtime, because I went to Mac or Climax. So I seen that nigga on lunchtime, bro, at the liquor store, and I'm like, Durrell, let me come to the studio. And it was crazy. I had my book in my hand, my rap book.
Yeah.
Like, everything has for a reason. Bro, I had my book in my hand. I'm like, Durrell, look, I got a whole book. I'm like, please let me come to the studio. So he said, yeah, but that was. Then my PO would let me go. So the library closed at 6.
Yeah.
When I was at the studio, my PO would let me stay as long as I wanted to stay.
Yeah.
You feel me? So yeah, exactly. Shout out Randy Hadley, Mr. Hadley. I think he don't do the PO shit no more. I think he moved up. He hella bigger now and that shit.
Yeah.
But his brother was the manager of the Cal Berkeley bookstore, and they gave me a job when I was on probation, bro. Like, my PO, like Mr. Hadley, like he really wanted to see me win. Like, that nigga told his brother to hire a motherfucker that I'm his, like, he's my parole officer. I'm his, you feel me? Whatever they call him. I'm his subject case.
Yeah.
That nigga told his brother to give his subject case a job.
Yeah, that's how
you feel me?
To help the motherfucker out.
Like for real, like, nigga, that's real, bro. I respect that.
And so, getting into more or less just your rap career, let's get into at what point did you want to say you wanted to start live? At what point was it where you knew, like, okay, I'm gonna put this live wire shit together, let's start pushing this shit And what made you actually want to go out and grab motherfuckers from different hoods and try to make them operate on one
Death
board?
Row and No Limit. I never wanted to do it alone. I just always studied music, and Cruz was always dope.
Yeah.
Like, you don't say Tupac, Snoop Dogg, Pound, Suge Knight. You say Death Row. That's what I want. I didn't want a motherfucker to say Jay Stalin. I want a motherfucker to say Live.
Yeah.
You feel me? You don't push the man, you push the brand. The brand don't get old. That LV, that shit gonna look the same in 60 years. I'm not gonna look the same in 60 years. I could have my grandchildren or my sons fresh as fuck, pushing the brand. You feel me? The man gonna get old. The brand don't age. You know who told me that? Not told me that, but the first person I heard say that, Puff. That nigga say push the brand. You don't push the man.
And when you started pushing Live Wire, at what point did you really start feeling like, okay, this shit could really be something, like a nigga really could really go somewhere with this shit? Cause I know for me personally, bro, I was really listening to you niggas in high school.
I always knew, because Richie Rich is the first nigga that ever like so this how I went. So Durrell, DJ Durrell, that was my brother, best friend. So when I met Durrell at the store and shit, he let me come to the studio, but he never let me record. I was there just observing. He had his own group, so he would play beats for his group, and I would have my verse done before them. I swear to God, we in there writing one day. I'm just writing. I got a hook telling shit that I'm like, I got a hook for y'all. One of his artists' name was Life. He was dope though. Life was dope. I don't know what he doing now though. He damn sure ain't rapping. But his name was Life. I remember Life telling the rest of the group members like, man, get on y'all shit. Y'all got a little homie in here trying to write hooks for us and shit. Like, you feel me? Cause my shit done. I'm like, I got like, you feel me? Like Durrell playing the beat. They taking all fucking day to write a verse. I'm like this. I'm done. Hey, I got a hook for this. Y'all want it? They like, bro, I got a little brain right there. So to make a long story short, I never got to do nothing. I did one song. So, you know, Durrell was Richie Rich producer for the 415. You never heard of 415, the group? For some motorcycle, you better swerve it. If you get a ticket, you deserve it. As long as you can say, man, I let him know. With peace. We did it at the side show. Durrell produced that.
Okay.
Durrell produced that. So, Durrell was the 415 producer. So, him and Rich been working together. Durrell produced That's What I Ain't Gonna Do for Rich. The last hit Rich had, That's What I Durrell produced that. So Rich always come to Durrell house. So nigga, Durrell let me do one song, bro. Nigga, Rich came over one day and that song was playing when Richie Rich walked in the studio, bro. That nigga walked in and was like, what's this? What's this playing? What was this?
Yeah.
Durrell like, oh, that's the little nigga, JV. He like, oh man, what that little nigga? Man, go get that nigga right now. Nigga, I was in the other room. I walked in, he like, Durrell, bring him to the grill. Next week, whoa. And it was over.
Studio, right?
Yeah.
That's the same because my studio.
And it was over from there. After that, I was recording in the grill. I never went back to Durrell house.
Nigga doing that big shit now.
I never went back to Durrell house.
And then so, at what point did?
Because I'm recording. I'm not recording at Durrell house.
Yeah.
Rich like, come over here, rap, nigga. You want to rap so bad? Rap, nigga, rap. Yeah, come rap. So I'm rapping every day. There's no need to go to Durrell house. I'm not rapping.
Yeah.
I'm rapping at the grill every day. I'm in the booth. I'm rapping. I'm writing. I'm rapping. They opened the whole studio up for me, nigga. My own engineer, nigga. Me and Ant was in there banging out all day. Just me and Ant to the next. I had my niggas come through the Cypress Village party, nigga. We just, and that was it.
And then, so at what point was it when you actually started meeting the Lil Bloods and the...
This was before all.
Yeah, of course this was before all that shit. So fast forwarded to like So at what point did it? So when you was doing all that shit, you had to be.
No, listen, all this shit crazy. So look, so I'm at the grill. So I finished the album. The album done.
This your first album ever?
I bootlegged it. It was called Gangsta Shit. So this the first album.
And how old is you at this time?
2021. 2021. I'm 2021. So I'm at the grill. The album done. I'm broke. Feel me? I'm grinding, but I'm not. But nigga, my mama a dope fiend. Nigga, I got a little sister. I'm like her daddy. You feel me? Like my mama. You feel me? So like, Rich wasn't putting the album out.
And that was back then when the album actually could make some money.
So the mechanics is at the grill one day. Nigga, them niggas playing beats. Ooh, they playing beats. They play this one beat, So Cold. I'm like, oh, I got something for that. Nigga, I rap to it, nigga, Dot like, let's go to the studio and lay that. Let's go to our studio and lay that right now. Went to their studio and laid that. Then we did on behalf of the streets, nigga, the first one. Oh God, nigga.
And this is what it's so.
They like, ain't you fucking with Rich Woo? I'm like, man, I ain't signed no paperwork, nigga. And the album on the shelf. Let's go.
Straight up.
I'm broke. Let's get it.
Straight up.
Nigga, period. I'm broke. Let's get it.
And when you drop that motherfucker, shit kind of started pushing in the right direction for a nigga at that point.
Once I dropped that, I've never been broke again.
As in, so then where did you actually meet all the other members of Livewire? How did you, at what point did you actually decide to say, I'm gonna meet these motherfuckers, put them in, and say, let's all do this shit?
Like, so like, Shady used to fuck with my nigga Lil Dave, me from Cypress, we from the same hood. Like, Dave, bro, fuck, bro. Like, him and Shady, like, they been was rapping, they been was little hood rappers, you know, well known, hella dope. Like, so Dave went to jail. So when I started rapping, it was only right for me to fuck with Shady, you feel me? Because so I started fucking with Shady, and then always knew R&B and I always knew Jonah, but they came with Shady, you feel me? Shady brought it with him, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? And then Shady really brought blood too, because they was Acorn niggas used to be where blood niggas. You feel me? Like this West Oakland shit is crazy.
Yeah,
There was a whole lot of Acorn niggas over there where blood niggas hung out at. So all that. Then I start, cause Shady used to be up there. I started sliding through there, going to see Shady, picking up Shady, and then he like, hey, this little nigga Lil Blood hella raw too. So I picked him up one day, took him to the studio, let him rap one time, and then he been with us ever since. You know what I'm saying? And then like Phil was getting managed by Dame Fame. And Phil was supposed to be under Keek. So we had it was a show one time, you feel me? And me and Phil was supposed to open up for Keek. But they had booked me and Phil tickets with phony credit cards. So we on our way to San Diego to open up for Keek, and they pulled me and Phil off the plane like
they with sliders.
My real name, like my real name, his real name, y'all get up, come home. So then after that, me and him clicked, and I'm like, nigga, come fuck with this Livewire shit. And that's how you feel me? He like, what's up with that Livewire shit? Yeah. I'm like, nigga, come on, nigga, let's get it.
Okay.
Like we had just got snatched off the plane, you feel me? And you know, you feel me? Livewire is on his way up. He like, man, what's up with that Livewire shit, man? Come on, let's get it. Period.
Was that shit a click? What was it? At what point was it where y'all actually started getting like paid for paid shows?
Sacramento was the first city that started paying us to perform.
To consistently go out there.
That's why we was out there all the time, because they was paying us. You gonna be where the money at. You gon' any smart nigga with a fucking brain is gonna follow the money.
Straight up, yeah.
Period.
What y'all was getting paid and shit like that? When when y'all also started like getting tapped in from other rappers and saying, let me pay you to do a song with me?
Just like I didn't start getting verse knocks from other rappers and all that type of shit until every day my birthday. When every day my birthday dropped, I toured off that album. I toured for 2 whole years off that album. Just show money.
Show money off that
For
shit.
2 whole years off that one album.
That's real history right there. Okay, what would you say for a motherfucker that's young, that looks up to you, that's trying to push a brand, and that's trying to build something that live wire that's not really up there yet, but it's kind of on the way, but need a little bit of knowledge to get to where they really need to get to?
Follow your own mind and accept your own failure. Don't let a motherfucker, if you want to do something, try it and show yourself that you can't do it. If you gonna fail, show yourself that you gonna fail. Don't let a motherfucker talk you out of your bag.
Yeah.
Feel me? Motherfuckers on, you would tell a motherfucker a great positive idea and they'll try to talk you out of it.
Yeah.
And then you would tell a nigga you finna go rob a bank and he'll be like, you got some guns? Like, a nigga ain't gonna try to talk you out of robbing a bank, but a nigga will really try to talk you out of great idea, like your shit ain't gonna work. Like, come on, bro, like, quit playing with me, bro.
That's the culture we come from, knowing blacks and shit.
At the end of the day, when you know you can buckle down, nigga, and buy a brick and get on the corner, that's what it's all about. Niggas can't play with you, bro. You always gonna be good, nigga, because you don't have no problem going to get the money. You feel me? Like, nigga, I'm a great drug dealer, but I don't sell drugs no more. But imagine the drug dealer I would be with this rap money. Come on, man, quit playing. They play too much, bro. Quit playing.
Getting into some topics. What would you say about social media? Because you gotta be somebody who like damn near like elevated throughout the social media, right? Because you had to start way back when like MySpace kind of was first hitting and shit like that. Then elevated all the new shit.
It's so much like with advertising and shit and like OnlyFans. It like social media is it's a revenue stream.
Yeah.
It's not a social media, it's a revenue stream. Like, if you use it right, it's a revenue stream.
Would you say for a motherfucker who, for you, even though you use it, you can use it right now because you still able to use it, but would you say it would be any big different for when you first came out and Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and everything was out way back then?
I still think MySpace was the best because you got to upload your songs.
On your page, yeah.
Like when you upload a song on Instagram or a clip of a song and a motherfucker, it's not monetized. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it don't pay. Feel me? I mean, MySpace didn't pay neither, but MySpace got you. Like, I got all my first shows off MySpace. Like, all my real core that shit came from MySpace.
Yeah. Because that shit was able, it was real, it was indirect.
It was more interaction.
It
was more interaction, yes.
Back then, a motherfucker would actually DM and talk to their fans more than they can on the platforms they do right now. Yeah, that is true. Back then, a motherfucker, you could tell them like this after party.
Now, see, MySpace was new, so nobody had an ego. Now, niggas famous, they don't talk back no more, you feel me? But on MySpace, everybody talk back to everybody.
You could talk to a nigga shit you really was just listening to.
Yeah, like,
for real.
That shit crazy.
You said you want to talk about like some of the, that's what I want to talk about was how did, well right now we in front of Livewire shop right now, shit, the shop, the clothing store. How did coronavirus actually attack your company?
Man, we shut down for 6 months.
6 months?
And I still had to pay rent.
For the whole shit.
With no money coming in.
Yeah.
And I applied for the EDD shit. They denied me.
That shit. But through the whole shit though, you was able to still keep your shit open and motherfucking.
Not open, but I was able.
Not open, but still able to keep your business.
Yes.
And now we back open.
Yeah, for sure. Both of them.
Both of them, 5 days a week, 7 days a week.
6 days a week, barbershop and the stuff.
Normal hours.
Normal hours, all the shit.
And then what actually getting into the store and shit like that? What made you want to transition into that? Was say like, okay, let me go get a shop, let me go get a store, let me start putting my rap money into actual real business revenue.
I grew up around so many niggas in the game that never did nothing with their money. I just got old, leveled out, just turned back into regular people. Like you wouldn't even know them niggas had a big old bag.
Back
10 years ago, like
that nigga.
because they didn't do nothing with it.
Yeah,
so I always just
spit this little dog.
Observe and process.
Yeah.
You observe shit and then you process the information that you observe. If you can't process the information you observe, like
what are you doing?
it takes a stupid motherfucker, bro, to hang around millionaires all the time and not become.
Exactly.
You're not processing the fucking information.
Exactly.
You feel
all
me?
the game that's around
yeah,
you.
you're not
What are you
processing the
doing with it?
game.
What are you doing with it?
So I just was like, I just always looked at these niggas and was like, if I ever get some money, I'm gonna do something with it.
Right, shit.
Instead of just fucking bitches and partying.
Yeah. And that shit real. And at what point was it once you got your businesses open that you felt like this is something that you can maintain and actually keep going? It's not just oh, I'm open, I'm here, this is a store, then you might be gone in a year or so. Like what? Because how long have you been doing this shit?
Last 4 years is going on too. But it's like the drug game is consistency.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't always have to have the best dope. You just have to have dope all the time.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, long as they know you got it,
It's there.
and they can get it, they gonna come.
Yeah. And with you actually being a well-known rapper and shit like that, and you actually being at your store on a regular, do you feel like that makes people, does that attract more business?
It should. I hope so.
Like to where
I hope they would
want
want
to
to come up here and fuck with me.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah. Because you know what I'm saying, for some motherfuckers, they, like you said, they start the business, shit that they at home, they doing some other shit. They got some young motherfucker in here just working the register, selling the shit like that.
I have workers and shit, but I work too.
Yeah.
I have scheduled days where I work too.
When you come here and actually put in your shit.
Hell yeah, got to.
So a motherfucker.
Always gotta work, bro. Like,
So that's something
you can never lose the sight.
Yeah.
Never ever forget that you're a worker.
Yeah.
Cause one day you will have to work again.
For real. If you don't,
And it's gonna fuck you up. If you ain't already processed it in your mind that you're gonna have to work again. But the way to do that is to just never stop working. And when I mean working, I mean by groundwork.
yeah.
Never stop doing the groundwork. Put your feet on the pavement, nigga. Come outside. Get your feet wet.
So what's next for this now?
Oh man, I'm finna like how Puffy got Revo.
Yeah.
I wanna do a channel like that.
But what would you actually be doing on your shit though?
Movies, skits, podcasts, interviews, short stories.
Yeah.
Like you feel like you remember like the Twilight Zone?
Yeah.
A little short, crazy. Like I wanna do shit like that, but like hood stories.
Yeah. Okay, I get what you're saying.
Then just put it all on one channel, like interviews like this.
Yeah.
Like you feel me, like all on the Livewire network.
Yeah, I got you. Oh, for sure. And what's about as far as what's next as far as the music? Like, do you feel like you gonna? Who would you ever say you gonna stop dropping music, or do you feel like you would never stop?
I'm saying I love it too much. That's like saying one day I'ma retire from having sex.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like I love music too much. I love it. That's what I do.
Yeah, that's
Like,
it.
you feel me? Like it's
Till the nigga ain't got no voice no more.
I didn't pass up pussy to record music.
That's some real shit right there.
I ain't never passed up to record music for pussy.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
That shit real.
Like, I love music more than I love sex. And if I'm never gonna stop having sex, why would I ever stop making music?
Yeah, for real.
It's all about what you love. You love your kids. You ain't gonna ever stop taking care of them. Feel me?
What game would you get for a young rapper as far as the rap industry, the streaming network? What would you tell a young rapper that's trying to actually make money off the industry, but is talented, but isn't because they aren't doing a couple things? Right?
Make sure everything you do is monetized. And if you can, try to do a video for every song. Every one.
Every song and album.
Every song. Not every song and album. Damn, that motherfucker didn't go nowhere. This shit crazy.
But you saying for every song a nigga drop, new shit, do a video with that motherfucker too. And everything that you put out as far as the clip of it, the promotion of it,
make sure it's
monetize
monetized.
that shit. And then could you explain to a person what actually is monetizing?
Monetizing is getting paid off your visuals. That's what monetized. Like this, is your shit monetized?
I monetize certain ones, not all episodes. I monetize certain episodes because it's like, because as a motherfucker,
but they're gonna build up.
Yeah.
You might not get the money today, but it's building up. Long as the views build, it's monetizing. Is counting the views and making sure you're compensated for every view.
Yeah.
That's what monetizing is.
Okay, so
you have to reach a certain. You have to get like the $300 before they send you a check.
Yeah.
But still, make sure all your shit is counted. This is if you're not monetizing this, what are we doing it for? This wasted energy.
Exactly.
We just talking and shit. You might die. Ain't nobody gonna check off this.
Yeah.
You feel me? Fuck that.
That shit is real.
Then we got our check. They getting theirs.
Yeah. What you mean?
White people.
Yeah, and I get what you're saying.
Fuck
Yeah.
this they get. They ain't never ever went without getting paid for nothing.
When it comes to monetizing, though, also though, don't you have to be at a certain level of followers, subscribers, and things of that magnitude?
I just told you. Get the $300 and cut you a check.
When you get to $300, they cut you a check. Yes, but I'm saying when it comes to monetizing, doesn't it? You can only monetize if you're a certain caliber of talent, right?
You monetize if you have product to be monetized.
So
this is a podcast or interview. If you gonna post it up to be watched, it has to be monetized.
It has to be monetized.
Period.
Yeah. No, I just asked that because I know it's certain different ways.
It's not
that
about
certain people
stats.
make
You
it.
know who Joe Rogan is? Look,
Joe Rogan, wait, the rich nigga?
off the podcast. They got the biggest podcast in the world.
Is it the nigga who does the fucking, like, he knows everything about a nigga before he talk?
That's the nigga with the biggest podcast in the world.
Okay. I don't be watching this shit. I just know my partner put me on this shit.
He like the god of podcasting.
The guy, the nigga who.
He's like, nigga, make sure all your shit is monetized.
Yeah.
Like, you feel like he's
Even the
made.
picture you saying.
He's $1 million. Like, nigga, no, you can't monetize a picture because it's just still shot.
No, because I was watching a video of somebody that was saying like people make
You
money
sell
off monetizing the pictures off shit like that by saying like
Yeah, I mean,
there's
you
something
can-
in the picture that you're drinking and it's like a link to something
No,
else.
that's advertising.
Okay.
Like that's like
That's two different things.
That's like say Gatorade hire you to advertise. They say like you're a basketball player.
Yeah.
They're gonna do a photo shoot with you. They're gonna pay you. They're gonna do a photo shoot with you, and you're gonna be with the Gatorade like this. You know, beautiful picture. There's gonna be a link under, and people gonna see you and want to play basketball. Like, whoa, he play basketball. I want to play basketball.
Yeah.
He drink Gatorade. I want to drink Gatorade. And they're gonna have a link right here. Like, if you want to be good in basketball, drink Gatorade.
Yeah.
Bam, and then they're gonna buy Gatorade.
Yeah. But then with that page, you can put that link there and shit like that. But I'm saying through certain people, through a certain person who has social media, they can't just do that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's certain. That's what I'm saying.
That's
You gotta have a certain amount
that's
of fans.
advertising. That's for advertising.
Okay, well monetizing, you don't need no.
You don't need. All you need is product. This is an inner bro. These people not famous.
Yeah.
They're not. I mean, they became famous from their podcast because they blew up.
Yeah.
But what I mean is, they're not rappers. They're not movie stars. Like.
Yeah.
They just interview motherfuckers and everybody watch their shit, so they have to get a fucking cut.
Yeah.
Bro, you have to get a cut, bro.
That shit makes sense.
If they're making money, they have to pay you. YouTube is making money. They have advertisements in front of your shit before it come on.
Yeah.
They have to cut you in. Period.
No matter what a nigga put on this shit.
Period.
But then it also,
if you taking a shit and ain't watching it, run me my whatever percentage I get for my view.
Yeah.
Period.
That's a good game though, because even myself, I don't be doing all that shit. I know it's certain keys to certain shit you feel with that shit, because you can't just be putting this shit out thinking that you have to get a certain amount of subscribers, followers, and shit like that before you actually get cut a check. Because even when I first got this shit, I was told that you even gotta get 1 million motherfucking views before YouTube even cut you a check. You feel me? But it's different, you know what I'm saying? Obviously different fucking ways to get the fucking check from that shit. Now you gotta fucking know motherfuckers that know shit to give you the game on that shit, you feel me? But getting more back into you and shit like that. At what point was it in the live wire shit that you felt that you knew that Phil could go to the magnitude to where he actually grew to it and shit? He's done his rap career and shit like that. At what point was it where you felt like you knew Phil could actually go to where he's went to in his rap career and shit like that?
I always knew it because we come from the dope game, bro. This rap shit is easy when you know how to get money illegally.
Yeah.
You feel me? If you know how to get money illegally, when they tell you that you can go get some legal money, you feel me? Like, nigga, just go and get it.
Yeah.
Like that nigga, I remember like he was finna turn himself in to jail. He had to do a bullet in Santa Rita, like 12 months. Like he shot 12 videos before he went to turn himself in. So he would have a video drop every month.
Yeah.
Right? You feel me? Like he could have been just thinking about turning up, throwing a farewell party, fucking 1,000 bitches, doing it big as he can in Vegas for his.
Whatever, yeah.
But that nigga was like, no, I'm gonna make sure I drop something every month when I'm gone. Got me fucked up. You feel me? It's that type of that's the hustler. That's not a rapper mentality. That's a hustler mentality.
And getting into more of that shit though. Back in the day when you first actually started putting those motherfuckers and shit like that. When you first started the live bar and shit like that, you wasn't actually going out and putting the June on the beats and the filthies and all that. You wasn't putting them on paperwork and shit like that, right? It was just on a soul bond.
Yeah, I ain't never put nobody on paperwork.
Yeah, okay.
Like, nigga, we gangsters.
Yeah.
We friends. We loved ones. We brothers. Like, I always thought that shit complicate shit. Cause if a nigga had me, I ain't never been on no paperwork.
Yeah.
And I know how I would like
and they put you on a 10-hour deal.
I was Richie Rich artist. We did the album. Album never came out. I bootlegged the album. Like I went and bootlegged the album. I went and burned helicopter when it sold that motherfucker. Like fuck it.
Yeah.
Then I left and went to the mechanics. Like what if Rich would have had me on paperwork and would have held all that up?
Yeah.
Nigga, I'd have been on fire. Nigga, somebody would have died.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I always looked at it like that, and I always thought if it's genuine love, it's gonna be genuine.
Yeah.
But when you put shit on paper, it fucked the love.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You do paper with corporations, businesses, cause ain't no love there.
Yeah.
Pay me my fucking money.
Yeah.
Period.
But that shit is more or less just with a group, more or less just like real soul friendships. We gonna all get there together, period, whatever it takes.
If you got your brother, like your blood brother, under a contract, and he's supposed to pay you a certain amount of money every month or whatever, what if something happened and he can't pay you?
Yeah.
You gonna kill him? It's your brother.
Yeah.
You feel me?
But they can really get like that in this rap shit.
Always.
Because the money shit is up and down, the fame is up and down. So
Always.
you feel me?
And I ain't never asked none of them niggas for nothing, not $1. Not $1.
So, for everybody's career in Livewire that went off and made money, you didn't feel like you deserved $1 off of it, or you just didn't ask nobody for $1?
I deserve everything.
Because I want to clarify that, because I'm like,
I
you're
deserve
responsible for a
everything.
couple people's real, like, careers.
I
you
deserve
know?
everything. They also deserve everything too.
Yeah.
You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I'm fine. I made it too. It's not like I'm sitting up broke and everybody's rich.
yeah.
You feel me? Like I'm rich too.
Yeah.
You feel me?
So,
Like everybody's rich. Like
Yeah.
I don't feel entitled
yeah,
because I ain't never felt entitled to nothing.
for sure.
You feel me? I just deserve nigga to love and respect to say. If it wasn't for Stalin, nigga, this should be different. That's just different.
Yeah.
That's it.
Not like it would be possible. It would
Yeah,
just be a
it'd
little
just be different.
Yeah.
It would have been a little
Your
different.
path would have been.
It would have just been a little
to the top.
different.
Yeah. And that shit is real. I never, and see, back in the day, listening to that shit, watching that shit, listening to our music and shit, I always thought it was like some real, like, you was some Diddy, you feel me, put like, oh, some real, like, everybody on paperwork, you the CEO, and I always thought that's how that shit really ran. But you know, you young, you in
No,
high
I
school, you
was
on
the
the
CEO
outside.
because I really ran it like the boss.
Yeah.
But I didn't take no money from nobody. But I taught everybody and I guided everybody.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? I coached, you feel me?
Yeah.
I just didn't, because back then, we wasn't making enough money. Like, I'm not that type, like, they wasn't making enough money to pay me.
Yeah.
And about time they started making a lot of money, I already was making a lot of money. So why wait, like, I mean, you do it with corporations, but like, why are you paying a nigga richer? You
Yeah.
feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and like, why am I taking from somebody less than me?
Yeah.
Feel me?
That shit is real too. That's some real gaming shit though. A lot of motherfuckers will watch this shit like, damn, nigga didn't fucking know that type of shit. You know, that's why I started this shit for like real insight on motherfuckers' real.
We help
careers
each
and
other,
real,
bro.
you know,
Like everybody help each other. You
Yeah.
feel me?
get to the
When
top.
one nigga slack up, the other nigga put the team on his back. When he too tired to carry it, the team no more, then the other nigga got to put the team on his back.
Yeah.
You feel me? That's how everything, that's how everybody become equals. Everybody got to carry the torch at one part of time.
Yeah.
Feel me?
Everybody gonna have their time. And being just down and being the person that did shit like that, who have been some people that you have had the privilege to work to that you actually are inspired by?
Man, like, just town greatness. Richie Rich, E40, Too Short,
Real,
You know what I'm saying?
real Bay Area legends.
Dwayne Wiggins. Like, you feel me? Like, nigga, I did a song with Dwayne, nigga. Tony, nigga.
Yeah.
Bitch, it's my anniversary. Fuck wrong with you?
Yeah,
Like, quit playing with me, nigga.
Yeah. So for you, it's not really, you don't give a fuck about doing shit with the mainstream big motherfuckers like that. It's more or less for you doing shit with big motherfuckers where you from and shit like that. And that shit is cool because most motherfuckers
Nigga,
don't
I just did one with Daz Dillinger. Like, nigga, I'm a dog pound baby.
Yeah.
Like, that mean more to me than doing the song with anybody right now. You feel me? Nigga, I'm like Snoop, Corrupt, dog. Nigga, we grew up on the dog pound, nigga. Like Pop, nigga. That's like, that nigga produced a nigga, my ambitions as a rider.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, that's like doing a song with Pop, nigga.
That's some real shit. And that's a good game for a motherfucker trying to do this shit because these motherfuckers be
I'm
clout
a
chasing.
fan, bro. I told you I'm a
Yeah.
fan.
It's more or less, you would rather work with somebody who you inspired
I
by
work
than
with people
somebody
who I'm
just-
inspired by, who music I like.
Yeah,
I would
versus
never just have a nigga on my song that I don't listen to that's just like
got a million
popping for
followers.
that's just
Yeah.
like popping for the moment right now. Like, hey, this nigga's popping. You should do a song with him, and you feel me? Like,
Yeah.
no. If I like the song, then I'll do it. But I'm like, I ain't never just,
And
I
do
ain't
you
never
do the
just,
same thing when
I ain't
people
never,
come to you for
but listen,
verses?
I ain't never just like, no, because people will bring that shit to me.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you should do a song with this nigga. I don't even know him.
Yeah.
What's the name of his song?
Yeah.
Like, can I hear this shit first?
Yeah.
Like, let me hear it first.
Yeah.
Maybe if I like it, then maybe I'll work with it.
For sure. For sure.
Like, I ain't clout chasing. Like, I'm not trying to get rich off the next nigga wave, nigga.
Yeah. And
Period.
you really don't kind of have to though because you have been in this shit for long enough to where I would feel like you a household name in this shit. I would feel like more motherfuckers would try to clout chase off your name than you having to clout chase off a motherfucking name anyways, you know? But
I don't let motherfuckers clout chase. You have to let a motherfucker do that.
That shit is real.
Your name is sacred. Your name is all you got. You can't let everybody be throwing that motherfucker out there like that.
Yeah,
Feel
yeah.
me? All you got, nigga, is your, what that bitch Tina Turner said. Fuck that nigga. He can have the money. Keep it all. All I want is my name. All I want is my motherfucking name, nigga. Cause with this name will be back up in a year.
Yeah.
He can have all the money, everything, nigga. But Tina Turner, the name is mine. That bitch said I worked for it. I earned
too
it.
hard for that, bro.
I earned it.
That shit is
Period.
real.
Bitch said I earned it.
So, what would you say? What would you say you see Livewire in 10 to 20 years? The whole overall brand.
I just want to go IPO.
You know?
Stocks. Put my shit on the stock market so people can invest in it. Corporation.
You trying to really go there with it?
Come on, man. What's the point if you're not?
Yeah.
What's the if you're not trying to really go there? What's the point?
I don't think that's funny. Like, you don't have to edit this part up.
She gotta stop. Hey,
That shit is
she like, hey.
I was
Man,
like, I don't think he
need
gonna
to
make
lose
it, bro.
about 5.
I just knew. I was like, it's going down.
This not Tony
You
money.
didn't
This not
gain.
Tony
You
money.
didn't gain about 10.
And bitches love Tony.
Hey.
Why can't they love me?
Tony, who?
At least they know that was one of the
Sopranos.
barbers from the shop and shit like that. The nigga had the
I thought you were talking about McDonald's. It's two of them. I'm like, which one?
So, with that being one of your barbers walking by and shit like that, let's get into the barber shop. How did you actually get to the point of picking the people who here was cutting the hairs and doing shit with you?
I just bring them in and then I fill them out all along.
Because there was more people here at one point eventually, right? When it first started.
The pandemic, you know, a lot of motherfuckers stayed at home after that. You know, niggas got the ADD money.
Yeah. Niggas said, fuck it. They ain't gotta cut no hairs for a minute now. That shit is real. And with you being the person who opened up the shop, what would you say to a person who actually wants to open up their own business? Who
That's
hasn't
a
barely
good
out the
friend.
trunk, they doing it online, they got a lot of sales on IG right
It's a
now.
good friend right there.
But they don't have a
Took
store.
care of you.
What would you say to a person that is thinking about doing it but hasn't took that step yet?
Keep pushing your e-commerce. Get that motherfucker up to where it's worth like $500,000, then open your store.
Saying e-commerce, can you explain to a person what?
Online.
So just get your all the way online.
Just
to-
do it online. Just keep doing it online and big up the online shit.
before you do any storefront shit like that. Get your
Like I opened a store just to have a store, but I needed a storage also. Feel me? So I was gone. If you got an e-commerce, you gonna have a storage anyway.
yeah.
So you might as well have a store too at the same time.
Yeah. Kill two birds. You're gonna pay for that storage.
You gonna pay for the storage
So
anyway.
You might as well knock out two birds with one stone.
No, I knew niggas who was selling their shit out the storage.
Yeah.
So I'm like, nah, I'm a little bit more professional. I ain't finna do it like that.
They gonna get the actual store and fucking, you know. I feel you. That's the right way to go though, because I know for anybody doing it, once they actually get to the point of having a storefront and it actually being that real brand, I know it's a certain point of accomplishment, but it also, like you said, it's the professionalism side that makes you be like, damn, it'll make a motherfucker might want to, you get a couple more sales off that, you feel me, off that brand, off the storefront image and shit like that. Like for me, I push my brand, I do my shit, I haven't got to the point of actually doing the storefront point of it yet. But that's why I ask a lot of these questions for myself too, because it's like a nigga want to know like, what did it actually take to actually get to the point of actually being able to say fuck, then cross that bridge and shit, you know? But getting into the end of this shit, what are, for the people who don't, that watch this shit and don't know some of your music or don't know some of your, where they can find some of your shit, where can they actually buy it without coming to the store, what they hear music and shit?
Just, you know, Tidal, Apple Music, Google Play, Spotify, all the shit. Check out that Real World 5 album. Me and DJ Fresh just came out. On behalf of the Streets 2, on behalf of the Streets 1, Bay Area, State of Mind 1 and 2, Tears of Joy 1 and 2. Check all that shit out. Livewire, The Empire, J Stalin Livewire on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all that shit.
Man, tap in with this man. Of course, most of you motherfuckers should know who he is, but y'all niggas need to tap in.
Tap in, a little bit, tap in.
But I want to ask one more question though before I get off. I do want to ask, what is your opinion on the actual, not just Trump, but the whole overall election? Like, what would you say about voting? What would you say about, what was your opinion on who you should vote for, being the two people that's going that's not necessarily two prominent fucking figures and shit like that?
I can't vote. I'm on paperwork with a stripe, but I mean, we don't want Trump in there, we gotta vote for Biden, but we got to hold Biden accountable for everything he said, because he said he don't want white children in school with black children. It'll be like a jungle. I mean, he said that. So, but we don't want Trump in there. So, like,
it's like, what else can you do?
we have to put Biden in there and just control him. Like, listen, you know you fucked up. So listen before we fuck you up.
Yeah. But now that shit is a fucked up situation though. I ain't gonna lie with that, cause I'm a motherfucker that I feel like the whole presidential shit, all that shit, I feel like it's a whole fucking scheme, like scam, clown, Ponzi scheme, bro. Cause it's like you said, think about the motherfuckers we voting for. You feel me? It's like they damn near gave us a little bit of love by giving us Obama. Now they just like, we about to, you feel me? Completely just fuck you niggas. You feel me? Like, it's all
No, Trump just said that so many times without saying those words. I mean, the nigga told the KKK to stand down and stand by.
Yeah.
Like, literally. Like, check this out. If I lose this shit, we going to war.
Period. We about to tear some shit up. And that shit is real. But man, we gonna get out of here, man. That was motherfucking episode 20
For you little whores.
Jay Stalin, Live Wire Barbershop. We're gonna do the fist bump from the coronavirus. You feel me? We're gonna keep it safe for people.
Don't show that. Look at my elbow. And I'm up from LA.
Hey, you feel me? If you niggas need a cut, come get a cut, because the shop is back open. You feel me? It's back running every single day.